Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Stephanie Liu right here in San Diego at Social Media Marketing World, and I can't believe who I'm sitting right next to. When Katie showed me the schedule, I was like, no way! Tim Schmoyer, living legend right here.
Oh,
so
thank you.
I'm huge fans of like Owen Video,
Yeah.
Sean Cannell, Roberto Blake, and whenever they're referencing someone, they mention your name.
Oh, really?
Yes, they do. And
Wow.
so, like, for you to be here, I'm like, don't look, but I have goosebumps. Because this man is like the man, the myth, the legend, right? Video creator, has been featured pretty much everywhere.
A few places, yeah.
A few
You want
pretty
me? I don't know
awesome
how much
places.
bragging you want me to do.
Go for it.
No, just a few places. I don't remember. Fox, BBC. I'm drawing a blank on all of them on the spot.
It's the
I have to go look at my website. It's all on there somewhere.
No, that's good. And so you've actually worked with clients, and you've helped them accumulate more than like 64 million subscribers and views, and
Yeah, 17 billion views and 70 million subscribers so far.
you don't see Katie, but she's off screen, and she damn near dropped her headphones. Like, I can't, like, all
17
hail! Oh my
billion.
god!
Well, we can help point people in the right direction, but they're the ones doing the work. We
Yeah.
just kind of helping out with the strategy.
That means you're a really great coach.
Yeah, well, we'll try. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
That's good. All right. So if you guys are interested in anything about YouTube, by all means, go ahead and drop your comments in the section below, because honestly, this is the person. If you want to go from unknown to unforgettable, if you want your brand to be top of mind and tip of tongue, especially on YouTube, this is the gentleman to talk to. So let's talk about how you can get your videos found in YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
What are some secret stuff that you have?
Secrets. Well, I just revealed them all here today at my session, so they're no longer secrets. But what it really comes down to is the part about like YouTube search and discovery systems that I really like is that they will just start putting your videos in front of the right person for you at the right time. So all the homepage and the suggested videos and the watch next. Like on Google, you basically got to type and click on something and figure it out, and then like, okay, it's what I want, and go there. And there's a part of that element that's true on YouTube as well. But for the most part, like when YouTube figures out who this video is for, they will just start putting that video in front of the right person. We worked with one creator, and they were doing around 2,000 subscribers per day. They were doing
Per day? Like,
yeah, per day.
Wow.
Yeah, they're doing all right.
That's way more than all right. We're all dying off camera because he's like, yeah, that's no thing. We're like, what?
Yeah, 2000. But he was like, he was in the men's fashion space. He's like, I know I have way more potential than this. And so he was focused 100% on search. And we're like, let's forget search. Let's go straight for a homepage and suggested videos, and started really dialing in on who is exactly his target audience.
Wow.
Who is he? Who are these videos most perfectly crafted for? And really figuring out that person's story and helping serve that person with the content. And it didn't take too long. It was about a month or two. But he got up. He was went from 2,000 subs a day to 39,000 subscribers per day.
Oh, wait. Are you counting correctly?
Yes, 39,000.
Like you're adding extra zeros.
He blew past 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers, kept going, and almost like 93 or 4%, I don't remember exactly, but high 90, like 90% of that traffic was from homepage.
Wow.
It wasn't from people going to search. It wasn't from people like looking for anything in particular. It was just like YouTube figured out who the audience was for this content and started putting that content in front of the right people. And that's what I really love about discoverability and getting found on YouTube. That YouTube, if you have a really good idea of who your target audience is and you craft content exactly for that person, when YouTube figures that out, they're just gonna put it in front of those people. And
oh my god, I'm still like, wait, 2,000 to 39,000 a day.
In this guy's case, actually, what happened is after he around past 2 million subs, all of his business stuff kind of folded. Like a lot of pressure. He's getting a lot of like coming through, and he's like, I can't scale at this pace.
Oh wow.
So now he's kind of back down to his original
His regular thing.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm not sure how sustainable that is long term for anybody, but he did. Well, some channels I guess do it, but for him, it was a lot of traffic in his business all at once, and it broke a lot of systems.
Oh
and
my
he's like,
gosh.
we gotta go back to doing what we were doing. So.
Yeah, you know, there's this saying that like when there's a problem that you're facing with, you can't approach it with the same mindset that you had to create the problem. You have to have a different mindset in order to solve it.
That's deep. You should be up on these stages.
In order to solve it, so that you created a new problem for him because he was thinking like, this is what I want, and you just he thought like this is a dream. I want to reach the moon. And you're like, no. Let me show you the galaxy and the black hole and these other universes that you could be a part of. That's brilliant.
Yeah. So when it comes to like getting discovered on YouTube, it really is the basics of like marketing and branding, which is who is the audience, and then the value proposition. Why should they care? Like maybe you feel like, yes, it's for me, but I don't really care about the way they're doing it or what the actual value is. So those two things need to mesh together really well and be tightly integrated into your channel, through your channel art, your trailer, your sections below it, your titles, your thumbnails, your opening hooks, like all that stuff needs to quickly grab the attention of that person. And then where real growth comes in is not just getting attention, but then it's holding the attention.
Yes.
And then it's not just holding the attention, then it's like, they got my attention, and I kind of like these people, you know? And then when the relational connection kicks in, that's what then leads to massive amounts of watch time on the platform, because people are like, I'm getting good value, I'm getting what I want, but I also kind of feel like I'm hanging out with a friend.
Yes.
And when that happens...
Yeah, you get all those happy brain chemicals, that dopamine, that oxytocin, that serotonin, and all of those endorphins, because they feel like they know you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure people have walked up to you at the event. They're like, oh, my God, it's Tim Schmoyer.
A few times, yeah.
Okay, if not, I will totally do that. You could be across the convention center, like, oh my God.
And I try to give it right, like, hey, it's so good to see you, and that's what they're expecting.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. But if I'm like, hey, I've never met you before, that's the opposite of what they're expecting, because they feel like there's a deep human personal connection.
Exactly.
And so, to be honest, I just kind of roll with it, even though I've never met with them before. But they're like, hey, so good to see you. Look at the name, John.
Yeah, you're like, please hold your name when you come approach any of the speakers. All right, so let's talk about live streaming, because we're obviously here at Ecamm Live, and you've known about them. They said that you've been...
I've been using them. I've been using you guys for years.
Yeah,
it's my primary. I tried a few other ones. I don't know if you want me to mention them or
not.
not. But
don't. It's okay.
I did try a few other ones, and this was the simplest one that just made it the easiest for me to go live and do most of the things I wanted to do in the stream.
Yeah. So when it comes to actually building your brand and your bottom line on YouTube, when it comes to live streaming, what's your promotional strategy versus like pre-recorded video?
For promoting the live stream?
Yeah.
Well, I go live at the same time every single week, so that makes it very predictable.
Yep.
You know, every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, youtube.com/video creators, a little plug there. We go live, and it's me, and there's 9 people on my team, so there's me and a few other strategists, 2 other strategists and myself, so 3 of us will live stream just about a topic.
Yeah.
And beforehand, about 24 hours beforehand, we will schedule that live stream on YouTube.
Smart.
And then we will put the title in there, the thumbnail in there, so the description, any like links or things that we know we're going to talk about, we'll put all that in there, and then we'll schedule it, and then it'll pop up on people's home feeds and suggested in front of our channel for about 24 hours before we go live. People can click the get reminder, they can opt in, and so that way when we go live, there's a bunch of people who are already there waiting and expecting it.
Yes, they're already like, countdown is on. When is Tim coming on? That's amazing.
There's a good core in the chat, all there, just kind of waiting for it.
When you schedule your live videos in advance, how much in advance are you doing? Like 1 week out, the day before?
We usually schedule them like 24 hours in advance. Just because I don't usually think about the next episode until then, so that's about as much thought it goes on behind that. But yeah, we schedule them about 24 hours out, and then we just kind of let it gain some momentum with people clicking to get reminders. And then since it's the same time every week, there's some people who just know to come back at that time.
They're like, I have a date with Tim on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I have to be there because he is just going to blow my mind like pop.
They make it part of their weekly rhythms, just like television. You know, you want to catch up with your new show when it comes on. People need to know what time to turn on the TV and sit down in front of it. Like my wife loves Survivor, and if Survivor was, she watches all the behind-the-scenes Ponderosa episodes and those everyone like their BFFs or whatever. And then I sit down with my analytical storytelling mind. I'm like, oh no, he can't possibly get voted out because the story's not about him yet. It's about. She's like, shut up, just let me watch it.
Don't ruin it.
I'm like, the story has to end this way, and they're not setting up that story.
You're deconstructing it for her. Oh my gosh,
you can basically tell what's going to happen. I don't want to, unless you want to go there. But
she's trying to suspend belief in time right now, and you're deconstructing.
Well, she knows what time to sit down, and if Survivor was like this time on Wednesday, and then it was on Tuesday, and then next week it was on whatever.
Yeah.
Like it would be impossible to schedule a weekly rhythm around it. So I think the same is helpful with live streaming, because the main value for our stuff, not necessarily in the replay later, it's in the experience experience while it's
Yes.
live. And to get that experience, people need to know when to be there.
Exactly. Okay, so we're going to come right back. We're going to go ahead and promote this upcoming Leap into Live Streaming Bootcamp that we have coming next month. That will also give us a chance to go ahead and take a sip of water. Yay! All right. Okay, so we're back with Tim Schmoyer. This is absolutely amazing. So he's actually already had his talk, and I bet you it was a pretty packed room.
It was pretty full, yeah.
Yeah? He's like, I'm used to this, Stephanie. People love to hear my voice.
No, not really.
Okay, so what's next then? Where's the next time other people can catch you? If they're going to tune in Tuesdays, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where else can they actually see you in real?
Yeah, you can catch us live at youtube.com/video creators on Mondays, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we have new videos go up every Thursday at usually around 11 Eastern Time on Thursdays. Just to help train you how to grow your audience, reach more people, and change their lives with the message that you're spreading through your content.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, thank you so much,
Yeah,
Tim.
thanks for having me.
All right, bye, you guys.
See you guys.